Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Carly Rosanna and today I'm going to be traveling to South Africa. Some of the travel vlogs that I'll be posting will be work ones, but this is actually a holiday for me. So I'm very excited. It's been a little while since I've been on holiday. I'm currently staying at a hotel at Heathrow because I did work last night. So instead of me going home, especially with the price of petrol and everything, it was cheaper and easier for me to stay down and yeah, just go straight to the airport today for my holiday. So I actually have quite a lot of time to kill today. As I said, I'm in a hotel, so I've got to check out, but my flight is not till this evening. So I'm gonna pop to the shops. I'm gonna walk like 40 minutes with a suitcase, so we'll see how that goes for me. I'm just gonna grab some snacks and bits. I'm gonna see if there's any Easter treats left in the shop because it's currently Easter Monday and I haven't had any chocolate and I haven't had any Easter eggs, so I might treat myself if there is anything, but there might not be. I thought I should probably just give you a little rundown of what we're going to be doing. So I'm going on holiday with my sister and my cousin. We're going to Johannesburg. We're flying into Johannesburg airport, and then we're going to stay one night in Johannesburg, and then we're going to go to Pilanesberg National Park, which is about 2.5 hours away from Johannesburg by car. And we're going to do a 3-night safari stay in Pilanesberg. I have been there once before, quite a few years ago, maybe 4 to 5 years ago. It was not long after the pandemic, and I just did 1 night stay there, so 2 safari game drives, and it was absolutely amazing. So I'm really excited to go back, especially for 3 nights. We should get, I think, 8 game drives. Basically 2 a day, but the day we arrive we do an evening one and the day we leave we do a morning one, so we don't do 2 those days. So maybe it's 6. So yeah, that's really exciting. I'm hoping to get to see all of the big 5. I have seen all of the big 5 over various safari trips, but not all of them on the same trip. And because we're gonna have like quite a few days, quite a few drives, hopefully I can see quite a bit. Also want to see some big cats as well. So yeah, obviously I'll take you along with that, show you some different bits and bobs, and we're staying in this really nice lodge as well, so I'll show you a little bit of that. So yeah, keep on watching and show you what we get up to in Johannesburg. Yeah, so obviously airports are very busy and chaotic, so I will probably just insert after this some little clips from my travel day, technically travel days, because we will land tomorrow morning in Johannesburg. So yeah, I'll probably just clip things because I don't have a mic and yeah, it's gonna be noisy and chaotic in the airport. So I'm just gonna have a little chill day, go find some food as well, because I probably should eat some lunch soon, and take you with me on my journey to Johannesburg. Hi, so here we are at the Apartheid Museum in Johannesburg. I've posted a few clips of what we got up to so far in our journey in Johannesburg and South Africa. I didn't really speak to you much up until now. I was with my cousin and my sister and we were sharing a room, so didn't really have loads of time to just have a chat with you guys, so I thought I'd come on now. So just let you know what I've been up to. So we landed here in Johannesburg yesterday morning, which was Tuesday, and we went to our hotel. We obviously couldn't check in because it's quite early, so we went to have a little look around our local surroundings of where we were, had a little pedicure, and we then reached around, went to the shops, bought some bits and bobs, and then finally we could check into our hotel. So we checked into the hotel that was in Morrow's Arch area in Johannesburg, and then we went out to the Apartheid Museum, and then we went for dinner in Nelson Mandela Square. That's probably what you would have seen a little bit of just before this, before I can speak to you. So now this morning, which is Wednesday, we have been picked up by a driver. We've travelled about 3 hours to the Pilanesberg National Park area. Sorry, I literally just fell over. And then we've just had some nice lunch, and we checked into our room here at the Ivory Tree Game Lodge. It's really beautiful. It is I think it's 5-star game lodge here. And yes, I will show you a little bit around my room, and then I'll tell you what we're gonna get up to later. So this is what you see when you first come into the lodge. There is complimentary tea, coffee and water for you. And here is my lovely big bed. So that's going to be really nice to get into later. There is a little wardrobe. My guide said there's robes and slippers in there. And then like a little vanity desk area here. And then just outside here, we have a little terrace balcony. We have to keep these doors closed because monkeys can come in, which is kind of cool, but obviously don't want a monkey in my room, that would be a lot. If you look out here, so literally behind that fence there is the national park. So we're in sort of like an enclosed fenced area, but any wild animal can come up to that area by that. We've got a bit of a tree view, which is not the best, but it's okay. And then down here, sort of where you can see there's rocks there's a watering hole, which you can see from the pool area. So quite a few animals go down there apparently, so that'd be nice. So if I go back inside my lodge, then we go down here to the bathroom area. There is a little toilet through there, some nice little vanity supplies, a fantastic bath. I'm actually really upset that I don't like baths, because that would be really nice to have a bath there and a view, but I don't get on with baths. And then a double vanity with all the towels and bits and bobs that you need. And then through here, I don't know if I need to unlock it. I'm out here. There is your shower. So I step back, but then also there is like this push. There is an outdoor shower, so I could literally shower outdoors, stood here, and there could be any sort of animal just down there. How cool is that? So here at the Ivory Tree Game Lodge, breakfast, lunch and dinner are all included in the price. You also get 2 daily game drives included in your price. So you just have to pay for drinks and any extra activities that you want. You do get, I think, 1 drink included each game drive you do. So in the morning it's normally like a coffee or a hot chocolate, and then in the evening you can have like an alcoholic beverage or a soft beverage included. So right now it's about 3 o'clock, and at 3:30 we have to go down to the meeting area. We'll have a little bit of a high tea, some snacks and some drinks, and then our guide will pick us up to take us on our first game drive. I'm quite excited. When driving here, our driver was like, oh, like, we normally see loads of animals in this, but I haven't seen anything. You guys are unlucky. I was like, don't say that to us. We're not going to be unlucky. We're going to see loads of stuff. We've got 3 nights here. Tomorrow morning, we're going on a walking safari. So that's kind of scary, but I am actually really excited for it. And then on Friday morning, we are going to go on a hot air balloon. So again, that's really excited. I've been in one in Mexico and it was surreal. It was so good. So really excited to go on a hot air balloon on Friday morning. So I will probably now insert in again some clips of us on safari. Obviously, I'm not going to be talking to you from a safari truck because 1, you've got to mainly be quiet, and 2, there's going to be other people around. I think the truck seats about 10 people. So we're not going to be alone on the safari truck. So I don't want to disturb or annoy anyone else. But yeah, stick around and you'll see hopefully quite a few animals that we get to see. Everyone, my hair is a little bit windswept, but as you'll probably have seen from the clips, we had a really good game drive today. We saw rhino, white rhino, giraffes, quite a few different impala, and we did see zebra, and we also saw giraffes. Did I say giraffes? Maybe I did. And quite a few different bird species. Our guide, he's so knowledgeable. It's really nice actually to find out all the information. He was telling us about some of the plants and the vegetation here, the different birds, the different animals. Probably saw that the giraffes were sort of fighting. He was telling us about like why they were doing that, and also about like the rhinos and poaching and things like that. So that was really cool. And it is 8:40 p.m. We are going to get waken up at 5 a.m. tomorrow for the morning walk that we're going to do. So I'm going to sort myself out, have a little chill, and then I will see you in the morning. So good night. Good morning, everyone. It is currently about 5:30 a.m. As you can see, literally pitch black outside. We're going to head down to the spot where we can get a little coffee, and we'll meet our guides to go on our walking tour today. So I'll take you along with that. I will try and take some clips and show you a little bit about what we get up to today. I do apologise, my hair looks a bit dishevelled after I washed it, but it is what it is. We have been this morning, as you probably would have seen some clips from, on our bushwalk, which was really, it's like a once in a lifetime experience. We basically, it is what it sounds like. We were walking through the bush in the wilderness, not knowing what animals we'd come across, which was quite scary, but also like, we were with professionals. We had 2 professional guides. They did have shotguns with them. However, our main guide was like, he's never had to use his shotgun. It's obviously just a precautionary measure. I would have been really upset if he did have to use his shotgun, but we were fine. We got about 10 meters or so from some white rhino, which was absolutely crazy. They do get spooked quite easily. They don't have good sight, but they have really good hearing and scent. So we were trying to stay downwind from them, that's the right way, so that they couldn't smell us. But then obviously where we were walking through the bush, if you made a noise through the grass or cracks or something, it could have spooked them and they ran away quite easily. White rhino are they are not as aggressive as black rhino. We did see a couple of black rhino, but they were sleeping in the grass, and our guide sort of said like, we don't want to wake them. The white rhino would run away from us more often than they would come and try and hurt us. So that was, yeah, really scary. At one point, I don't know if I have a clip of it, but at one point we're like crouching down and it's staring right at me, one of the rhinos, and I'm like, oh my God. could have pooped my pants at that moment in time. It was quite scary. We did see giraffe as well on the way. We saw hippos. We saw a kudu, which is sort of similar to a deer, a very big like deer-like animal. And we saw some more impala and I think lots of different birds. The bushwalk is more to like get in with the flora and the fauna and the nature, and like our guide was talking to us about the different dung of the animals and what that meant and this and that and the different trees and what this means, what that means. And it was actually really interesting to find out a lot of that information. Certain things I'll be like, oh, this tree is this way because of the elephants, and this is this, and oh, there's an olive tree, and this bird does that. And yeah, it was really, really informative. All the guides here are so good. They have so much knowledge. It's really great. We're having a fantastic time so far. It is now about 3:30. So we're gonna go down, get a little drink, get a little snack, and then we'll go on our second evening drive. So I'll insert some clips now of our evening game drive. And probably now you won't see me until tomorrow morning. So enjoy and good night. It is currently 5:15 a.m. I'm very tired this morning, but we're going to keep soldiering on. And this morning we are going on a hot air balloon ride over National Park. So that's going to be really exciting, really fun, hopefully. I'll take you along with me, and I think we do like a little mini game drive and have a little breakfast as well afterwards. So let's go. Just come in my room to get changed, and let me show you what's outside. Oh, you can't really see it. You can just see its bum. Just there. A little zebra. How cute. It is our final evening here at the Ivory Tree Game Lodge. So this morning we were basically meant to go on a hot air balloon ride, and we got there and the winds weren't good, and obviously they wanted to prioritise safety, so they decided not to take us up. I feel like my hair is getting a bit crazier every day, but oh well. Yeah, so we didn't get to go in the hot air balloon. We did do a little bit of a mini safari drive. We saw lions from a distance in the grasses, and we also sort of saw where there was a leopard, but we couldn't really see where the leopard was exactly. So hopefully we're going to go back this evening to where that leopard was, and potentially, if it hasn't already moved away, it might just be getting up to do its evening activities, hunt and things like that. So we might be able to go and see that again. It is about 3:30, so again we're going to go down and get our little drinks and snacks before going on our game drive. So hopefully we get to see some of the cats. We really want to see some cats because we've seen some sort of like a little bit of a lion's head and things, so we want to properly see a cat. We've had some really good food here. As I said before, we do get breakfast, lunch and dinner provided for us. And yeah, I'm gonna go hopefully have a really good game drive. I probably now again won't see you until the morning because I'm normally super tired. as you can see, I'm now back home from my trip in South Africa. I've actually been home for a couple of weeks now, but I didn't actually close off the vlog, so I'm going to do that with you now. Last time I spoke to you, I said we were going for our last evening game drive. So you would have seen some clips of that, and then you would have also seen some clips of our last morning game drive. That was probably one of the most exciting ones. By the end of our time, it was only the three of us and then one other girl that was going on that game drive with us. So we decided with our ranger that we were going to get up early and be like the first car out of there. So we did, and we headed back to the place where the leopard was seen, because as I said, it had a kill, so potentially it would have been there in the morning if it still had some of the carcass there. So we went back there, and as we turned the corner to go and see where the leopard was, there was something walking in front of us, and we were like, what is that? Is that the leopard? But it was actually a cheetah, which is quite crazy because there's only 2 cheetahs left in the park now. At one point I think they had 5, but unfortunately the circle of life happened and now there's only 2. So of the like 500 and something hectares of land, we managed to see that cheetah, and he was just walking in the middle of the road and then did some posing for us, and then a couple of other cars obviously came round once word got out that the cheetah was there. So that was really exciting. Yeah, once in a lifetime experience for us. But yeah, we had the best time. So then obviously after that morning game drive, it was time for us to leave the lodge and fly back to the UK. But I hope you liked the vlog and I hope you enjoyed watching it. And you know, if you're thinking of heading to South Africa, especially Pilanesberg and the Ivory Tree Game Lodge, I hope it gave you a little bit of an insight of what you might see and do. Obviously, animals are animals, so you don't know from day to day what you're going to see, if you're going to see anything, and yeah, if the animal is going to be miles and miles in the distance or right next to the car. And I think that's kind of the fun of it. Like, it gives you a little bit of something to focus on when you're in the cars and you're driving around. You're all like looking out and trying to spot any animals, and sometimes your eyes trick you and you're like, ah, it's a cat, and you're like, oh no, it's just a rock or a tree or a log. But yeah, that's part of the fun of it. So I really hope you enjoyed this vlog. Let me know if you want to see more travel vlogs from me. Coming up travel wise, potentially I might be going to Disneyland in California in a couple of weeks time. Please like and subscribe. I could really appreciate any more subscribers, especially if you want to see any more content from me. I think the next couple of videos are going to be back to like the sewing and crafting, little bits and bobs. But yeah, thank you for watching and I'll see you next time.